Hi everyone. Today's makeup tutorial is a bit different, and I know lots of you are going to accuse me of jumping on a bandwagon a bit too late, but I just read the Samantha Brick article and I really relate to her, and I think I have the same problem that lots of women and men as well are very jealous of me because I'm so beautiful, and I find that often I'm not invited to parties, or and I get lots of stares in the street and people treating me differently, and it's just because of the way I look. So today I'm just going to, in support of my fellow beauty out there, Samantha, I'm going to do just my basic normal routine to show you that yes, I'm a beautiful person. It takes a bit of makeup, but just like Samantha, don't hate us because we're beautiful. So what I do is I always start with a bit of bronzer. Because like Samantha, I like to spend a lot of time in the south of France, but obviously I'm here in the UK now, although it's a bit sunny. So I'm using this from Tesco. It's a craft acrylic paint. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and I'm going to spray it all over my face. Because as you know now, as you've seen in some of the comments on my videos, I'm unemployed as well, and I think it's because of this, these problems with partially the glass ceiling, but also because, when I walk into an office, heads turn, and I think often they want somebody who just blends into the background a bit more. But I'm not going to do that for anyone, because I was given these God-given good looks. I'm just going to use a bit more of this bronzer, and I don't need to be ashamed of that. So anyway, I just want the subtle look to look like I have been in France, like Samantha, who has a wonderful husband. I do as well, and she likes me to look my best, so rub it into the neck area. You want to blend down, because I try and wear more demure outfits these days, because if I wear a low cut top, I just get even more attention. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is draw in my eyebrows. I'm going to use a colour that mixes in. It's very similar to my background colour that I've got here. So I'm going to use this Elizabeth Arden lipstick, which is the Coral Reef Lip Spa, and I'm going to draw in my eyebrows with this. Now, I actually did send Samantha a message. If you're watching this, hi. She didn't get back to me, obviously she's been inundated with well wishes, but to say that I really admire her for writing so frankly about the problem that I also encounter every day. And the fact that it's hard for the way you look to be treated so differently. Jobs are not as easy. I've never been asked to be a bridesmaid, best man, or anything for anyone, and it's quite upsetting. Now, I'm going to use a lipstick, and you might think, if I'm, wanting to go out there and play down my natural beauty, it would be the wrong thing to do, but I think denying the world my lips is detrimental. It's when you're given something like this, you don't hide it away. I'm just going to go, I'm doing quite a subtle lip though today, because I was saying this is the kind of look that, when I did have a job, I'd go into the office like this, which I thought was quite demure, and still get these hateful comments and looks. I mean, my whole back would be covered in posters. So there's the lips done quite subtly. Sorry, this is from Poundland. It's called Chip Chap Juicy Lipstick. Next, I'm going to use a tiny bit of Stargazer on my cheeks to bring it out. Now, okay, I did have a bit of an ulterior motive in doing this video. It's because I did notice that Samantha was a very successful journalist from the Daily Mail, and I'm just saying that I would absolutely love a job on the Daily Mail, especially the online version, and I think I could do makeup tips, for women who maybe aren't as beautiful as me or Samantha or something, but with a bit of makeup, anyone can achieve a really sort of you make the best of what you've got. Now, my final top tip, which is one of my favourites, is I'm just going to put my top tip that I learned from the Boy George School of Makeup. But it's so easy because a woman obviously Samantha is about twice my age, but You know, she's, you know, looking good, as she said, but, you know, almost 50. She's going to need to cover up her wrinkles. And the best way to do that is with some black acrylic paint. And we're just going to remove the sort of the second chin line, which I'm developing, although nobody really notices. You know, when the men run at me in the street, which happens all the time. I mean, I have to run away. I was walking across the park, and this man came screaming behind me in the park, and I was just, you know, it's just like I felt like one of the monkeys or something. Anyway, so I take the back acrylic paint and I draw in a new jawline. Now the great thing about this, oops, stripping a bit. The great thing about this is you can redefine your face shape. Obviously I'm just going with my natural one, but if you've got 6 chins, maybe you're weighing about 300 pounds, I would suggest a lot of black paint. You can do it, you know, sort of anywhere to cover up a multitude of sins. You know, wrinkly cleavage, just a nice black line. In fact, I might do one here just so you can see it. Like this, like that. I mean, obviously I don't need to do this because I've got a great chest, but, you know, Samantha and I are all about giving a lot to other people. It's selfless and it's top tips. I'm just going to finish off this jawline. And so, I think that's basically it. I mean, the next thing I'd like to do is sort of, you know, just finish off with a tiny bit of jewellery that fits nicely in the V as the neckline I've drawn on. This was given to me. I was just shopping in Argos buying a new hula hoop, because that's how I keep trim. And the man behind me just ran up and bought me this. I mean, it happens to me all the time, but I mean, this is just an example from yesterday only. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I can't go to a bar. I mean, they just don't let me pay. But, you know, I get out my plastic. Anyway, so this is just a little example, and I'd like to say, Samantha, you're so brave. I hope this doesn't seem like I'm jumping on the bandwagon of your fame, but I thought if the time is right for me to say what we've all been thinking, is that beauty is a curse, and you've just got to work with it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope everyone out there can take something useful from this. Any requests you have for other makeup tutorials, or if you want me to do any of the other bits, or explain, you know, my fitness regime, or what good friends Samantha and I are, because I did send her a message on the Daily Mail website, or if you are a representative of the Daily Mail and you'd like a new beauty columnist. If any of these things interest you, just contact me directly. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for a new makeup tutorial. Bye!